Hey YouTube, welcome back to my animal house. We're out here in the yard at the pool pond. I just kind of wanted to go over a few things. I got to get ready for the winter and stuff. It's fall now, so I took out a bunch of the fake ivy that I had in there. The koi just kept sucking the leaves right off of the vine things, clogging up all the filters. So I got rid of a bunch of that stuff out of there, and it's just about time to switch foods. So I just kind of wanted to go over how I go about that, which foods I go to, and why I do it, and why you should pay attention to that. And I'm even going to try to hand feed them an orange. Yes, an orange. I've seen people feed them watermelon and a couple other fruits, I think. But oranges are actually really good for them. The vitamin C in the oranges actually is good for the fish. You can feed them watermelon all day. There's no nutritional value whatsoever to watermelon to a koi. So I feed mine oranges. I've never been able to get them to eat it out of my hand, though, which is really weird. I can get them to eat the food out of my hand, but not the oranges. If I just throw the orange wedges in there, they'll suck them clean, and to where they leave the rind. They don't eat that, but they'll eat all the parts of the orange out of there. But I've just never been able to get them to eat out of my hand. So I'm going to try today and see if we can get them to come up and take a few bites of the orange where I have it, and then we'll go over the foods and that kind of stuff, and what I do to get ready for colder weather with my koi. All right, here we go. Hope you enjoyed this video. All right, everybody, this is the food I use, and yeah, there's no sponsorship, no nothing. The TETRA is just what I use. This is what's available, around me everywhere. And this is the Koi Vibrance. This is to enhance the color, and it's got a basic nutritional value to it too. It's a really good food all around. And this is just a basic pond stick, just kind of a plain, just basically just a healthy pond stick instead of the color additives. So I mix these two together, but as what I want to talk about mainly is this one here. And this is the fall and spring. It's starting to get cold. It's fall now where I'm at, and where I'm at we have all four seasons. So when it gets cold, it's going to get cold, like freezing cold. So you have to prepare your pond, not only the water and your filters and stuff like that, because you don't want things freezing and breaking like one of my filters did to me last year. And so you got to get everything ready, and one of the things you have to do is get your koi ready, because they don't have stomachs. They can't, koi and goldfish, they don't have stomachs. So all right, everybody, this is the back of the bags of the fish food that I use. And I know I talk about in there about the koi and goldfish not having stomachs and teeth and all that kind of stuff. It's right here on the bag. It's like designed to soften quickly because pond fish have no teeth. High digestibility, which is important because pond fish have no stomachs. It's just the way it is, and it promotes clear water. It minimizes the waste. I mean, when I say these things, I mean, it's on the pack. I mean, because that's why when you watch them eat it, they don't like take in a bunch and chew on it. I mean, they just swallow it. So what they're eating has to be, highly digestible, because they have to break it down fast. And this right here is that, the meter. It's like right here. It's like 50 degrees. Don't 50 to 39 degrees. Spring and fall food. Don't feed your fish below 40 degrees. And in the spring your fish will be healthy. They'll be ready to see and ready to eat, but they'll be alive. So remember, don't feed your fish when it's cold. It's got to be really a really good digestive food for them, so then they can digest it. But the colder it gets, the less and less and less they can digest the food. So basically, is what you want to do is you want to get the spring and fall, and it gives you a little chart on the back for 50 degrees, from 50 degrees down to like 39 degrees, say 40 degrees, you can feed them this. And it's only for a few weeks, but what this does, it kind of gives them, it's not as hard to break down for them than the other food, so they can get a little bit of supplements in them while it's still cold. But after 39 degrees, just like it says, please guys, don't feed your fish. You feed your fish after 39 degrees, is what happens is the whole metabolism of the fish slows down. So then it's got this big old belly full of food, and then as it slows down, it can't break down the food that's in them. So what happens is the food ferments inside of the koi and goldfish, and it'll kill them. I know so many people are like, oh yeah, all summer long my pond looked great, and then and I got ready for the winter and stuff, and all of a sudden my fish are dead. And every time I always tell them when it's cold, did you feed them? They're all like, yep. Did you feed them? Yep. It's always yep. I don't know why people feed them when it's cold. If it gets down to like 49 degrees, it says 39 on the bag, but 40 degrees, don't feed your fish. I don't feed my fish for like 4.5, 5 months. It's like I'll stop feeding them as soon as it gets down to like 40 degrees. I don't feed them no more until springtime. As soon as the water warms up to like 50, 60 degrees, I mean, it could be 4 months, 5 months. You never know. There's enough algae in there. There's enough natural stuff in there. They slow down so much they really don't even need any food to survive anyway. So just don't feed your fish when it's cold. Any goldfish or koi. I don't know if like bass or anything like that, how much they slow down, like if you had a big bass in there or something. I'm not sure how much they slow down, but for koi and goldfish, don't feed them. So this right here through the spring and fall, or through the summer, you can feed them this stuff and enhance their color, give them all kind of nutrition. You just power feed them this stuff, couple, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5 times a day if you want. Just don't feed them too much at one time. But yeah, and just keep water changes, food, spring and fall. As soon as it gets to where it's colder, and even them first feeds of the year, right when they come out of hibernation and stuff, you want the fall food or the spring, either way. But yeah, it's way easier for them to digest. It'll help get their immune systems going, and then you can pound them with the good stuff to get the color up and the nutrition and that kind of thing. So all right, hopefully this helps. Hopefully somebody will think about it. I know it's still a little bit of time before it gets too cold, but if you start thinking now, bang, it'll be way healthier for your koi. So all right, everybody. And oh yeah, and these containers do come in smaller containers like this one. And I keep an empty one around because whatever I'm using at the time, I'll just use this and have it out here by the pond so I can give them handfuls all the time. It's easier to transport. And another thing, when I searched for all this one here, I had to get it at the pet store. It's like $25 for the spring and fall. But these two here, you can actually get at Lowe's. And at the pet stores, they're going to hate me for this. But either way, this is like $35. This one's like $27. You can get them at Lowe's for like $17 a piece, both of them. And it's like, so it's way cheaper. You can almost get these two for the price of one at the pet stores. So and they have a different kinds of pet food at Lowe's and Home Depot too. They both have a pond department. So look in there before you go to the actual pet stores, the name brand pet stores, before you buy your food, or order it online, because just don't give them big old box stores all your money. There's no sense in it. So all right, hopefully this helps a little bit, and hopefully we can get some footage of the fish eating some of this food and some oranges, hopefully. All right, everybody, I'm talking about all these temperatures and all that kind of stuff in the water of when you should and should not feed your fish and that kind of thing. So I just kind of wanted to check mine and see where we're at. See, I'm right about 58. I don't know if you guys will be able to read that or not, if it'll come into focus. Maybe not. But I'm right about 59 degrees, and it's supposed to get really cold this weekend. So pretty much this weekend, I probably won't feed them that much just in case the cold, stays, severe for a long time. But and after that, I'll throw them the spring and fall until it gets too cold to feed them anymore. Here, let's go a little variety of the pond here. I'm not ashamed of what I'm doing. I got all of the ivy out of there. See, I'm trying to film the fish, trying to get some koi, or the orange right there. So hopefully if I can get some footage of him eating it, that'll be really cool. But I got to get away from the pond for that to happen, because they won't do it in front of me apparently, because I already talked about that. But anyway, I got all that fake ivy out of there because it was just clogging up all my filters. So and I got everything out of there that I don't need in the pond right now. The last thing that I'll disconnect is the canister filter that I have over here. As soon as it gets too cold, I'll disconnect that, just so nothing will freeze and pop it open and break it. My waterfall filter, I can leave that running until it just quits running, I guess. Or not quits running, but until it freezes on the top and I can't, circulate the water no more. Because if that freezes, it's open. So the ice won't cause it to burst open and break. So I'll leave that running for a long time to keep some kind of filtration going. The biofilter in there. So there's some of the fish there, but check this out. Let me see if I can get down into the zoom here. Sorry about that. But see the big pleco? He's got to come out of there. I got to get him out within the next probably at least 5 to 10 degrees. Yeah, the glare's just really bad. I'll try to get some more footage of him tonight, because the glare is minimized at night. It's so cool to watch him. But yeah, he's got to come out of there. He's got to be at least, I don't even know, 18, 20 inches long or something. Maybe not that big. We'll see. When I take him out, I'll do a little video and we'll measure him up and get him put away for the winter. But this is what I got going on. Hopefully I can get some koi eating some of that orange. If not, you're just gonna have to take my word that they eat it and it's good for them. Who knows? If the weather holds up, I should be able to get them. All right, everybody. So this is me and my pond, and hopefully this all works out. I'll do a little video for the outro and saying goodbye, and we'll see what happens. All right. I'm gonna throw in a little handful of food, see if I can get a couple of them to come up here in the light, and go finish making this video for you guys for tomorrow. So hopefully I can get it all edited by then. All right, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope this video helps you get your pond and your koi or goldfish ready for the winter. You know, I know people don't think about little things like this, but you know, don't feed your fish when it gets too cold. Read the labels. People don't read labels. People just feed the fish, just assume everything's going to be okay. I'm the guy that's going to be here to tell you, don't do that. Save your fish. All right, everybody, if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, I have all kinds of different animals. I'm planning on doing maybe a video on the filter that I built. I'm thinking about doing a video of the inside and all the muck in it and kind of how it works and what it does and that kind of thing. I think that'll be really cool. So if you like videos like this and this one, please like this video, share this video if you can. You know, subscribe to my channel, smack that notification bell a couple times, make sure it's good and blue to where you can, you'll know when I do make these videos and you'll be on top of what's going on here at my animal house. All right, everybody, from the backyard, from the koi, the goldfish, cats, dogs, rats, snakes, lizards, everybody here at my animal house, we'd like to say take care and stay wild.